Yep. Yep.
Hello, Miss Johnson.
Hey, Mr. Taylor.
Everything all right? I was hearing a whole lot of noise. Like, what's she doing?
Yeah, I was closing this girl door.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. I see Richardson's here. Ariana. All right. We're about to get
I was the
started.
first one here, Tyler.
I I see you. I see you. She about to get on my case. Right. Get attendance done.
Mr. Tyler,
Yes, Miss Richardson.
my sister said, hey. She said she was
Who was that?
to Leah Richardson.
Oh, wow. She's an old student.
Yeah, that's my sister.
I didn't know that. Okay. All right.
We got the same last name.
It didn't. I didn't. I didn't think about that. I'm sorry. I read that. Yeah, she was a good student too. Let me get the attendance done. There's Amira, and then there's Miss Kennard. I'm
She was
trying
a
to.
good student.
You said what, Miss Richardson? Okay, I want this attendance to save, but it's not saving. Okay, I got Richardson. Kennard's here. Frida's here. Amira's here. Right there, she is. Okay. Oh, turn this off. Okay. Shush, shush, shush. Okay, now I gotta save the attendance. All right, it's 5 minutes after the hour. We got an easy assignment to do today. Welcome to computer science or computer science for all. All right. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go through our norms. I'm gonna have let's see here, Miss Richardson. Can you read the five basic norms on the screen? You there? She stepped away. Let's see. Miss Jones, Amira, can you read the five basic norms? Thank you. Is everything okay? Your voice is kind of low. Okay, I guess so. Well, thanks for reading that. The five academic norms, Miss Johnson, can you read that?
We respect the opinions of who you said.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I think Amir was responding, but go ahead.
Uh, we respect the opinions of others. We respect the culture of the classroom. We are attentive and participant. We have high expectations of ourselves, our peers, and our teachers. We are here to focus on preparing ourselves for post-secondary endeavor.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So let me go through my spiel. Regular announcements. GGI just occurred. Everyone should try to come to GGI. I'm gonna keep posting the links daily, so you can get to GGI and take advantage of all the opportunities. I do offer anywhere from 5 to 10 points. I'm sorry. Just gotta finish eating lunch. 5 to 10 points for just participating in topics. So let me turn this off because it seems like I'm back. Can everybody hear me okay? The screen froze for a second. Is everybody there? So Kennard, and oh, okay. Okay, so GGI already said that. Basically, we did that. There's opportunities for everyone in terms of coats they're giving out, internships, finding out about the kits you might need, all those things. They got the contest still going. I think this ends on February 12th, the referral contest. So, take advantage of it before they can't offer it no more, I guess. And you can get a second place and third place prize. All right, so let's keep going. And I keep an eye on Google because it's acting up today. I probably got to reboot my computer next period or something. So basically, uh, I'm going to send this slide deck every day. And what this slide deck is used for, so you understand what the word of the day was, what the objective was, everything. So with that said, let's go into where are we at? We're in computer science again. And let's see here. Who's next on the list? Miss Kennard, can you read what's on that blackboard there?
Everything.
Yes, everything, dear. It's worth 25 points.
MIT Scratch and Microsoft Make code projects are required daily. Most projects are possible to complete on a cell phone, however functionality will be limited, and actual personnel computers required to take full advantage of the course. Computer science is a graduation requirement for the state of Illinois via the Board of Education. For questions or concerns, email me at untitled@camelotforkids.org.
Thank you. Welcome to class, Miss Camacho. I'm going to mark her present. Jacqueline, does your microphone work or no?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Mark her present. Okay, yeah, there it goes. All right, so we're just missing Lee Carter and a bunch of other people. All right. At any rate, welcome to computer science again. We're gonna keep it moving. We have our objective for today. So next would be, of course, Miss Camacho. That's why I was checking on your microphone. Can you read what's on the gray board there, or what's on the board, basically? And yes, everything.
Today's objective, students will be able to utilize computer science code blocks to create various control category conditional statements. Classroom term of the day is conditional statements. Word of the day is copious.
Copious. Yep, you got it. All right, so that's 30 points for her. I'm gonna come to our assignment for today. Let me come out of this. There we go. And that was physics earlier today. Okay, so if you're logged into ESB, you'll see today's assignment. You want to make sure you go to your third period computer science course. And this is pretty much what we're doing, right? So I'm gonna put this in the chat and I'm gonna see if Miss Richardson's back. Are you there, Miss Richardson? I just thought about that. That is the last name of Talia. Ariana, are you present or did you step away? Okay, I guess you did. Let's put this in here for you all to, I'm gonna come down to the next student. That's the first part. The next part is, please, here it is, and all future projects. All right, so the next student I'm gonna need to read. I'm real big on literacy, as you guys can see, because you're reading scientific terms and stuff in here. So if I look at my list, the next person would be Amira. Amira, are you able to read, or is your voice hurting, or can you read what's in the chat? Amira, are you there? Oh, yes, my voice hurts. Yeah, I could hear it. Frida, can you help us out? Can you read what's in the chat for 30 points, dear?
I'm sorry, what you say?
Can you read what's in the chat?
Okay. You tonight to use the code to recreate
Start
that.
with hello. Yeah, start with hello and go all the way down.
Hello and good day to all future computer sciences. You will need to create a Scratch account and hold on, let me hang up. You will need to create a Scratch account and utilize the tutorial to create the project effectively. The link to begin creating your project for today is use the code to recreate, remix your own spirits and backdrops for the entire program. All segments of the code need to be ready by tomorrow morning class. Please keep in mind that you must choose your own spiritual backdrops for this in all future projects.
Thank you. The word is sprite, kind of like obey
Um,
your thirst. Yeah, sprite. So a sprite is a character that you're going to use or avatar. You're familiar with Bitmojis. You're familiar with cartoons. A sprite is the character you're going to use to develop your own application. Now I'm going to give you example code to use. This is way easier than anything I've taught in robotics and physics. You're using block codes mostly. So let's go through it. The first thing I want everyone to do right now is create their own MIT Scratch account. So let me come over here. So first and foremost, make sure you resize your screens like I have. It's best if you're on a computer like me. So one window you notice is my ESB open. The other window is going to be pretty much what I'm going to use to recreate the Scratch project. So the link you need to create your Scratch project is this, but everyone click on that other link too in the chat. You're going to need that so you can see what to code. Let me come here and grab this link for you. If you don't have a Scratch account, make sure you create one. You can do that by saying it's a link at the top corner that says join Scratch. So use this time to start creating your Scratch project. Now, while you're doing that, I'm going to show you the code you need to use to create your own version of the code. So you come over here, expand this, and I'm going to click on the link that's in the chat, the very first one that was read by Ms. Johnson. So I'm going to grab this and put this here. And it looks like this if you can see my screen. All right. So in essence, I had to look back and make sure y'all can see it. In essence, you're going to be using this code here that I just gave you to recreate your own version. You got to use your own characters. Like I have a kangaroo here, a cricket, a dog, and a bee. You can't use those. You got to use your own characters. And later on, you're going to learn how to use your own sounds to incorporate into this project. But first, we got to get the basics down pat. So if I expand this, you expand by the 4 arrows here, click on that. I can hit play, and you can hit the flag here, and you can hit it there. So hit the flag. You couldn't hear it because it said bzzz, right? But if you clicked on that link that was just read by Frida, you'll be able to then like see what I see on the screen. You're gonna click on these different characters. Some characters do certain things, and later on tomorrow, I'm gonna be having you understand how to make these characters move. You learn how to make a move by taking the code of the dog and making sure you're incorporated into the cricket and the kangaroo. Now I say that because that's what I have on my screen. But you're going to have to create your own characters. And I'm going to show you how to do that in a moment. So overall, let's change this. You're going to, I wanted you to first click on this if you got the code up and running so you can see what it does and what you have to make it do. After you do that, you're going to click on see inside. But before you do, I'm going to have another student read something. Miss Richardson, did you return? I was about to try to give you some points, but I don't see you there. Did she step away? All right, Miss Richardson, I need you to respond real soon, dear, or I gotta remove you. That's just the rules of the class. All right, so I'm gonna come to who's next. Miss Kennard, did you read already? Let me check my notes. I think she did.
I can read, Mr. Tyler.
Oh, there you go. Oh, well, go ahead.
Tyler,
Yes,
the purpose, I mean, purpose, observe the eman- emanation of the,
animation.
let me zoom in.
Hmm? It's animation. It's
Can you
animation.
zoom it
What?
in a little bit?
No, no. You look at the chat. That's what I tell you. Look at the chat.
Oh, it's in the chat.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, it's right
Trying
there.
to look at my screen.
Oh, animations of the sprites through the changing of the costumes, both of both at the location and with the movement.
Right, the costumes. Very good. Okay, so that's 15 points for it. Welcome back. All right, so that's the purpose of this project, right? It is similar to our objective. So I'm gonna click on see inside, right? And this is button here, see inside. Once you click on see inside, you'll be able to see all the codes for each of the sprites. Now, remember I told you about the kangaroo. Kangaroo has a lot of coding. Then there is, I'm sorry, the dog has a lot of coding, but the kangaroo has a little bit of coding, right? And if you go to the kangaroo, there's stuff I want you to make it do. It says, make them move across the screen. So you got to use the code for the dog to make the kangaroo move. And then the cricket, as well as the bee. And the bee, all you had to do is include blocks where they can speak. Now, we're going to work on that tomorrow, not today, because we're starting with the basics. So now I would like to, let's see here, come to the very first one. And this is the code I want you to work on in class today. You'll be putting these blocks together on your own canvas. Canvas kind of like sprays class where you paint stuff. Well, this is the same thing except you're coding. So side by side your screens like me. So you can just easily look from screen to screen. Now, if you all try to tab it and stuff, it's going to be hard on you. The first thing you should have did was make your own MIT Scratch account. Now, you know if you did it right, because if I click on profile here, I can go and see everything I've been doing with my profile. Okay. So this is the current project. This is one of the projects I did a long time ago, but this is because I have a Scratch account set up and there's no cost for this, everybody. You just got to go in, put your important information in, and set up your account. Now, you do need an email, and you could attach to this email for verification. Once it's verified, your account is created for life and you're in the Scratch community. Now, when you're in your account, your profile, once you created it, and I gave you the link, I'm gonna put the link in here again. You go to MIT, well, let me just put it here. It's scratch.mit.edu. Don't forget the code you're using is in the link above that was just read by Frida. Now, once you get there, you click on create, and it'll give you a blank canvas, something for you to work on, right? And if you have your screen set up like mine's, you'll be able to piece by piece put the code I gave you back together. Now, here's the caveat. Here's the issue. You need to make sure you use, as was read by Frida, your own sprite, your own backdrop. All right. You can't use the kangaroo. You can't use the cricket. You have to use your own items. Okay. So first things first, we got to get rid of this kitten here. We got to use our own sprite, right? So I'm going to blow this up. And please, before you get started, make your account, because if you don't make your own Scratch account, what's going to happen is you're going to be working on it and then it won't work. And then you're going to be really, really angry. Like, I lost all my work, Mr. Tyler. I'm like, well, I told you to create an account. It's free. Create the account first. Then do this project. Because if you don't do it, you will lose your saves. If you're working on your, basically, if you're working on your cell phone, if you're working on your laptop, or whatever the case may be, it's not the same device every time. You will lose that work if you don't have your own Scratch account. Okay. So let me come over here. And where is it at? So the first thing is you want to remove the cat. I was trying to find my mouse. You hit the little trash can, it'll remove the kitten, right? That's all I did is I hit the little trash can when I created my file and remove that sprite. I want to put another sprite on there. So I'm going to click on the choose sprite button here. It's like a little kitten head. Once you do that, it'll give you a bunch of different options on what to choose. You have to choose your own sprite. Okay. So once you choose your own sprite, make sure it has animations, meaning it has different costumes. This is what was just discussed, all right, by Miss Richardson. Have your set up because when you're switching through, you want to make it animate. All right. So I'm gonna choose. I don't know. You can figure out which one has animations by hovering over it. By the way. So let me start with. I don't know. Does the banana have animation? The bat. I'm not sure. I'm trying to find one that has animations. If you hover over it, you'll see if it has animations. So once you click on it, go to costumes, and you can see how many costumes it has. You want to make sure that you have at least 3 costumes because you're going to be switching it out to make the animations work. Okay. Now, first things first, we're going to resize our screens. And then you want to have your screens side by side so you're able to actually code looking at what you're working with. And my left-hand screen is my source code, right? I gave you this link earlier on in the chat, and this is the project I showed you that works. You're going to use these blocks of code after you choose your sprites to then recreate what's supposed to happen on your screen. And you got to take your time and try to do it the same way. So let's go through it. Go back to code. And how do we do this? Well, I'm going to click on the dog. That's the very first sprite or character we're working on, right, everybody? So click on the dog. And then I chose the bat as my very first sprite to work on. So line by
Click
line
on
of
the
code.
dog.
What's wrong?
You said click on the dog?
No, well, I mean, for the first sprite, you talking about my source code?
Yeah.
Right. I'm starting with the dog. Yes. So you click on the
How,
dog.
how do
What's
I
wrong?
get to it?
Right. That was the code. That was the script I gave you earlier, right? So did you see in the chat what Frida read a moment ago, or should I put it in the chat again?
Oh, I got it, but
You got it? It's at the very top of the chat, and it says to start your project, click on this link here. You find it? Or the link to begin creating your project is. That's the one I'm talking about. You see it?
oh yeah.
Okay, so that's where I got that from. And that's the sample code you're going to use to recreate your own version of it. Now, side by side it, and you can side by side by taking one screen and making sure you resize it until it's where you can see both screens. It's hard to do if you tab and stuff. And you want to start on this very first part of code. Now, it's a lot of code here. Let me expand my screen so you can see. It's like
How do I how do I get to that to see the codes? I only see like when you click on it and you can play it. How do I get to the codes? That's
go to
in it?
see inside. So you see this, right? And click on
Yeah,
this. So click see
yeah, I only
inside.
see that.
You
Okay.
you say what?
Yeah, I was telling you I only seen that the big green button.
Do you see the codes now or the block codes now?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. So that's what I was worried about. All right. So see inside, and you should see the code I see now, right?
yeah.
And all I'm saying is make sure you resize your screens, have one fresh create your page screen, and have the code side by side so you can rebuild it as you go along. So the first part, because I'm going to do just this block right here for you. The rest is going to be on you all. So, and I'm going to give you about like 10 minutes. That's why I'm trying to make sure we can hurry up because it's like 12:47 and we got here at 1:20. So we got a little time. I want to give you at least 10 minutes to work on it and see how far you get. Now, the first part of code we need, if you clicked on the dog, because that's my first sprite I'm starting with, and you got to create all these other sprites too, everybody. But we're just starting with the dog because there's a lot in there. So the first one is, it says when clicked, and I'm talking about this green flagged, right? So if I click on events, I have, and I'm just going by the color, right? If you wonder where I got, how did I know it was events? I'm going by the color codes of the blocks you're using. So you go to event or events, you click on the yellow block, right, that you see here. So it's the same one. And I'm going to grab this and put it right on my canvas. Okay. So what's the next block of code? Well, it's this blue one right here, right? It says go to X and it's 53. Y, negative 129. So we got to click on the blue one, which is motion. And we got to look for go to, and I found it right here. I'm going to click and drag it over here and snap it in place like Legos. You're not done with that block because you got to give it the same parameters. If you don't do that, your character is going to look real goofy. It's going to be like all sideways and stuff because you didn't set your parameters. So pay attention to what it says in there. It says 53, right? So we're going to double click in there. 53. And then the next one was what? Negative 129. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. This is a purple block. And it says switch costume to. So that looks like it's our looks category. And we're looking for a block that says switch costume to. So I see it right here. I'm going to grab it and I'm going to snap that into place. Now, if I come over here, notice it says dog 2-A, and I want you to get confused. Yours is probably not going to say dog 2-A. It depends on which character costume you have. So don't get confused. So mine's is a bat. So I'm going to choose bat A. Okay. I'm going to do maybe 2 more blocks with you, and then I want you to recreate everything that's in your sample code. This project is due by 8 p.m. tonight, so you got a lot of time to recreate your code and make this work. Again, you can't use the same backdrop or background as I'm using, and you can't use the same sprites. Once I get done with these other 2 parts of code, I'm going to show you how to do backdrops. Now, what's the next part we need? Well, this orange part that says when this sprite is clicked. Well, we should go to events because that's the same color of that block. And if I look here, we're looking for what? When this sprite is clicked, like I just said a moment ago. I'm going to put that there. Next is a blue block, and it looks like it's the same as the block we saw before, motion. You come down here and it says go to, and it's 68, Y is negative 129. So I'm going to grab that and put that there. Don't forget to change the values inside. So that's 68, and Y was negative 129. Okay. One more part of code, and then we're going to do backdrops, so you can do this on your own. The next block looks like it's a little bit cyan or pinkish. That's sound. So grab the sound block, but I got to click on sound first. I'm grab the sound block and it says play sound. You got to pay attention to which blocks they're telling you to use. So it says play sound, bark until done. So come over here. You come play sound. It says owl, which is okay because it's probably looking at the fact that it's a bat right there. So they gave it the owl sound. If your character does not come with a sound, you could always record your own sound. We'll do that next week where you can put your own music samples in there. You can put your own voice in your project and a lot of other things. Okay. Okay. So that's as far as I'm going to go with that. And I want you to finish the rest. Now, if you wonder how much you got to do for the dog, you got to do all of this and then figure out later on today how to make the kangaroo move using the dog's barking and moving. You use the same blocks over there for the kangaroo. The grasshopper, the bee doesn't need to move, right? So we'll talk about the bee tomorrow. So anyway, let me come over to the dog. You are responsible for getting all these lines of code done. Now, I did this part with you. I did this one, and this one with you. You all have to work on the rest of this, and this. Don't forget to add 3 more sprites of your own choosing. It can't be the ones I used, okay? But you can use the code to understand how to put it all back together. So you need 4 sprites all together. Work on this first sprite for 10 minutes. and then we're going to do a share out of our screens to see how far you've gotten. Now, listen, a lot of students are like walking away, doing other things. Please do this in class. You're CPS students. I have to give you in-class participation points for just trying to get majority of this code done. And I'm only asking you to finish up the dog first, or whatever character you choose. Backdrops, right? So you come over here and it says stage, right? And it says backdrop right there. Well, you can choose the background or backdrop by clicking on that icon I just clicked on. If you didn't see it, I'm gonna do it one more time. You see this icon, it says choose a backdrop. You click on that, and you got all these different scenes. So I'm gonna go straight to something that looks like the Windy City. We're in Chicago. And I chose a backdrop. Now you gotta choose your own, but I showed you how to choose what you want. Once you get the sprites in there and the backdrop done, jump into your coding. You still have a lot more to do. And again, I'll show you one more time. We need to have all these parts of code programmed. And if you look, the kangaroo has some code. The cricket or grasshopper, I said cricket. The grasshopper has some code. And so does the bee. Okay. And you have to reprogram all of it. So take your time and do it. What I would do if I were you is I would like choose all 4 of my sprites. Make sure you know which one is going to be the first one you work on, which is similar to the dog, and then work through it. But for 10 minutes, I want you to work on the dog. All right. Because that's going to bring us closer in the class. And then when we share out, we'll see who gets some points. Before I set the timer, let's give somebody else some points for saying the objective. Who did I get last time? I can't remember my order because I was reading. I was trying to make sure I knew what to do. All right, here we go. All right, so let me go to Jacqueline. Can you read what's on the gray board there? Oh, Randy just made it.
Hello, Mr. Tyler.
Hey, welcome to the end of class almost, sir. Give me a second. Go ahead, read that on the board there, Miss Camacho.
Today's objective
No,
is oh,
it was for Jacqueline, sir. But go ahead. You started. Go ahead.
today's objective is SWABAT.
Students will be able to, sir.
Wait, what did you say?
That means students will be able to.
Oh,
You said SWABAT. No, that means it's okay. Go ahead.
Students will be able to utilize computer science code blocks to create various control category conditional statements.
Okay. Then read the rest.
Classroom term of the day is conditional statements. Word of the day is copious. Copious.
All right. So are you in ESB, Mr. Randy?
Yeah, I'm on my phone right now, but I got SBA downloaded and everything.
Okay, you gotta go to ESB to find out the assignment and start working on the project. I had to mark him present. He just can't hear. So everybody else work on getting that done. What I just explained. So Randy, I have to. You said what, Randy?
I said thank you. You like giving me that assignment.
Oh, no problem, no problem. So everybody just go to SB. Like I said, what I already had free to read, it's in chat. It was in chat. It again. Let me grab it and put it in here again for Randy. You need to try to complete the coding for that project. So Randy, here's the link. Oh, come on, it's not highlighting. And grab it. Copy. Bam. So that is what you need to work on. And as I was telling the class, Randy, is you want to have one screen where you're working on the code, and another screen where you have brand new code, a brand new box or canvas to put your code together. Now, if I were you, I would recreate my own Scratch account. So I would, it says join Scratch. I would do that. But more especially, try to get this coding done. You're just using the same blocks with your own characters and your own background. Okay. If there's anything that's confusing, these videos will be available later on today at 4 p.m. or if I'm sorry, 4:30 p.m. Okay. So give it a try, everybody. In 10 minutes, we're going to share our screens out. Where's my timer at? There it is. 10 minutes. If you got questions, I'll be sitting right here. But in 10 minutes, I'm going to be trying to see who did what. So try to do as much as you can. Yeah, that acting up today. Right, let's do this. Okay, where is it at? It seems like everything's running slow. 2 minutes. How's everybody coming with the coding so far? I wanted to do a check and see where everybody was. Okay, so let me go down the list. Richardson, how far did you get? You ready to share?
No, I'm not ready to share.
Oh Lord. Okay, let me come down.
Mr. Tyler, Mr.
Yes.
I need to speak with Frida. Frida, can you join me in the link that's in the
Oh,
chat?
let me turn the chat on. I don't think it went. Oh, it did. Okay, good. Okay.
You said what? The one you just put in here?
Yes, she just put one down there for you.
So leave this one and go there.
Yeah, go there. She needs to talk to you.
Okay.
Okay. Come back when you're done. Who was I gonna ask next? I kinda got confused. That would be, let me do this. There we go. I want to make sure it's working. So, Mira, are you ready to share your screen? How far have you gotten there? Are you there, Mira? Oh, that's right. I turned the chat off, so you probably can't type, right? Are you able to share your screen, though? Let me see here. Turn that on for her so she can speak. All right, come down a list and come back to Mira. How about Jacqueline? How far did you make it? Jacqueline, are you there? Everybody just disappeared on me, huh? Let me come down a list. Miss Kennard, how far did you make it? Were you able to get some coding done?
Yeah.
How can you share your screen?
It's on the. I don't know if I can. Let me see.
It's not on share screen feature.
No, I have split them.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if it's on. It is on. All right, so let me stop sharing and maybe that'll work for you. This is for participation points, everybody. I'm trying to be able to help your score out. Please remember, everybody starts off with an A. It's up to you to keep it. And after today, it might be going down for some people. Okay. So you should be able to share. See how far you've gotten.
Oh, that's not supposed to go. It says your browser can't share your screen.
What? Wow. Why not? Google's acting up today. Okay. And when you clicked on it, it just says you can't.
Yeah, see.
Yeah, it's acting up. Okay. It's definitely acting up today. Let's see here. Because it's like freezing on my video feed and everything. I don't know what's up. So that's an error message on that part. Randy, how far did you get? Were you able to start coding? Oh my goodness. Everybody just disappeared on me. Okay. Just writing down notes of who I got to make phone calls to. All right. So listen, everybody that's went to go disappear and do something else, do know that it kind of hurts your score for participation points. If you're not in class, you're just not in class. And if I'm calling your name by tomorrow, I'm going to do things like eject you, mark you absent, and have Mr. Borders follow up with you. If you're in class,
Mr.
yeah,
Tyler,
yeah,
is there
yeah.
an assignment?
Yeah, it was.
I can't find it on SB.
Are you in SB?
Yeah, it was on SB.
Are you
But
in the
it's
right
because I'm
class?
using my phone. That might
That's
be why.
probably why y'all on these phones. Where's your laptop at?
It's because I'm not home right now. Like,
Mm,
I'm in a situation right now.
I hear you. It's gonna be a situation if you get a zero, man. So you're gonna need to fix that situation real fast. All right. So look, computer science, you need a computer. Hence computer science. You cannot
I
use phones.
I think I could pick up my computer today.
Okay, okay.
So tomorrow I have the computer for sure. I'm sorry for
Okay.
that, Mr.
You,
Tyler.
it's okay. You're gonna need it though. I'm just saying. So listen, it is 11:11. I'm gonna do one surface check one more time. Then I'm gonna write down the students that are not responding and then follow up with parents because you can't come to class and not respond. That's just how that works. So I'm gonna go down the list. Richardson, are you there?
I'm here, Tyler.
Awesome. Next on the list is Jacqueline. Are you there? Okay, gotta follow up with Ortiz.
I'm here. My
Okay,
bad.
there she goes. Okay. Let's see. We got Kennard. You are responding, Kennard. I'm not gonna bother you. I got Randy. All right. So listen, try to finish up this project today. Use the link in Edsby. If you're on the phone, it's hard to find. But use the link in Edsby. There is an assignment. It's due at 8 p.m. tonight. Okay, so try to get it finished and watch the video if you don't remember anything I said to do. That video will be also in Edsby, so you can review it. Okay, everyone will be dismissed in about 3 more minutes. But first, I got to do the objective one more time and see. Let me raise your hand if you want to get the final points of the day. Excuse me. Okay, Jacqueline, go right ahead. Let me make it big enough so you can see it. And I got to turn the screen on, right? She got you already, Randy. Oh, you gonna give it to him? Okay, Randy. So do you see my screen? Yes, no, maybe.
Yes.
Go right ahead.
Wait. Like, you said for extra credit, right?
This is for participation points. Yes, sir. You got to read the everything on the gray box there.
Oh, everything in the grade box. Wait, where's the grade box at?
It says today's objective. Do you see that?
Oh yeah. Today's objective. I forgot what did that stand for again?
Students will be able to
Students will be able to utilize computer science code blocks to create various control category conditional statements. Classroom term of the day is conditional statements. Word of the day is copiais.
copious. Thank you.
Copious.
All right. Very good. So now, look, it is 1:14. I want to give you time to get ready for your next period. And I also want to save some time to reboot my computer because this is like acting up. I'm really, really disappointed in it. But your assignment is due at 8 p.m. All right. So at this point, try to get the codes that I showed you. And I'm going to go back to Esby and show you where it is one more time. Because I think we gotta recycle. It's probably gonna work better tomorrow. I was trying to share out and it didn't share out. But right after, if you're looking at Edsby like I see on my screen, right after the townhouse link, it says evaluation, scratch storyboarding, part 0. That's the assignment for today. If you're on a computer, you'll see it. If you're on a phone, you got to search for it. But that's the assignment. And the video will be displayed for today's class in your library section here. So you'll be able to pull down the video. We'll try to also turn it into a YouTube link so you can review that and use it to finish work in case you missed what happened. All right. So I will see everybody in class tomorrow. Please try to have something to share out by tomorrow so I'll give you some in-class participation points. You got to finish all parts of your coding. Okay, I got a hand raised. Who was that? I see 2 hands. It's Kennard and Randy. Your hand's still up. So.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, so go ahead, Kennard.
Oh yeah, for the project, do we have to have everything moving?
Yes. Not the bee, but the other two sprites, right?
And they gotta be different from yours.
They just got to move a little bit like the dog, yeah. So you can use some of the same codes from the dog on those other two characters or sprites.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, thank
no problem. All right, get to your next classes, and I will see you all later.
Bye, Mr. Tyler. Have a good day.
Take
I'm
care,
sorry
Randy.
for not having my computer today, but I will have it tomorrow.
Awesome, sir. See you in class.
All right, I'll see you in class, Mr. Tyler. Have a good day.
All right. Ms. Richardson, are you present? Are you there? What happened to you?
I'm here, Tyler, but I don't want to shout.
You here, but what?
I said I'm here, but I don't want to shout.
Oh, I didn't ask you to share out till tomorrow. So try to finish up working on it and then share out tomorrow. But get to your next
Okay.
class.
She's so happy she. Oh, I'm about to talk stuff.
She's real happy she had to share out.
She
No,
laughing.
so Rush, my next period, I don't got a fourth period break no more. It's some fifth period I got to break. I need you to jump in that class. I got to reboot this computer. I don't know how fast it's going to be because it is lagging, and I'm going to try to reboot it and hope that fixes the problem. But
All right, I'm gonna jump in there.
yeah, I don't think I can run it this way in fourth period. It's just going. It keeps on lagging. So I'm going to take care of this as
Okay.
best I can. All right, man. I'll see you as soon as I can.
All right.
There's a super lag on this thing.